I've got a happy Leigh Morgan, who's coach of the Oakleigh District footy team. We've had a great win today against Bentley. He's happy, but he's also just in the back of his mind a little wary, knowing that, hey, we'll celebrate today, but we've got a grand final coming up.
Indeed so. As well, the rubbish cliche is 1 week at a time. It's definitely what it is. We saw Endeavour Hills last week beat Bentley fairly convincingly. And so it's going to be a hard shootout next week. They've got a lot of talent, we've got a lot of talent, and if we bring our A game, we can definitely take it away from them.
Speaking of A games, were you far away from it today?
At moments, we had it fully on the money, and then other times we just lacked a little bit of discipline, pushing back into defence. We let them run a little bit too freely with the ball, going in, especially into the wind, where it's a challenging thing. We won a game last week by kicking goal into the wind in the last quarter.
And that's what I noticed, because I watched the whole game and it was tit for tat for a lot of the time. But you guys tended to play a little bit better into the wind than them. That's what I thought. At three-quarter time, I didn't anticipate you'd run over them like you did. I thought you might have won by a goal or two, but it just seemed like they were gone, Bentley, and you guys knew that you had the wind. All you had to do was keep running.
Yeah, persistence pays off. Our third quarter was shut down. Work was absolutely fantastic. Didn't give them a chance, and they got one goal, which was actually against the tide of play as well. So our back line is absolutely sensational, has been all year. Rocks. That's a couple of them are totally inexperienced, but they just do the job. One-on-one, shut down and keep going. And a tagging role on one of the other girls as well. Never played football till this year. She's one of the best taggers in the competition.
How much fun are you having, Leigh? Because you look like you're enjoying yourself. You're tough but fair, but you look like you're having a good time.
They're a great bunch of girls. A very, very eclectic mix of young ladies. Yeah. All different points of the population we have playing in our team. I've been lucky enough to be there 3 years, and a few of the girls have been there the 3-year journey as well. Yeah. So there's a special bond there with the older players that have been there, and the young girls are just so fantastic.
Other than the win today, and this is a reasonably tough question, because I did ask Jordan, one of your co-captains, this question, and she answered it very well, and she took a long time to think about it. Other than the win today, what pleased you the most about the effort?
Everyone getting around each other, playing for each other. There was a lot of camaraderie there. And the girls on the bench, we had a large bench which we've never had. It's only just come to the pointy end of the season when we've got all of our players back. So no one up until last week had ever played our full team. And having 8 on the bench, it's really hard for the guys to get a rotation through onto the ground. A couple of times last week, they're saying, oh, geez, I wouldn't mind getting on. This week, all supportive, no whinging and moaning, oh, I want to get on, I want to get on, I want to get on. Everyone had their role, everyone did their role. And the girls on the ground especially did their role to perfection most of the time. That's those little things that we need to work on to win a grand final.
And you could see the feeling at the end, because I was out there at the end, that what this means to them.
Oh, yeah. There's Tyra, number 18, one of our most solid backs. She's played football since she was 7 years old.
Wow.
And never won a final till last week. So she finished that one and she was in tears. So that's just exactly what it meant to her.
And isn't it it must be a great feeling for you, obviously been involved in women's coaching for a while now, that these girls now have a pathway, because when she started at 7, she didn't have a pathway.
No.
Whereas they do now.
Yeah, totally. We've got 3 of our girls. One girl that has played with us, she's with Collingwood now. Jordan, the captain, she was selected for Hawthorn. Kayla, number 33 for us, she's played a couple of games with Carlton this year as well. And so there's someone else that's trying out at the Doggies, I think, as well. So yeah, a lot of the girls are just, it's fantastic that they now, as you say, have all these opportunities for the pathway going through. And the best thing is that you don't necessarily have to go and do all these tryouts. A lot of people are scouting around and having a look for where they are, which is fantastic.
We touched on Endeavour Hills. I'll just get your final thoughts on that. What are you going to do to win that game? Because they are a bit of a gun team, aren't they?
Yeah, well, just shut down like we did in the third quarter there. Shut down. If it's a windy game again, shut down and play to our structure. If we hold our structure, because there's moments when we don't hold it, and that's when they get through the gaps. If we play fully to our structure, we can take it away from them, because there are chinks in their armour. There's no problems. And part of it is hard pressure. Forward pressure, chasing them out of their back line, putting the hard push onto that, and they can break down there. Our centre is probably the strongest in the competition, according to me at least anyway. But when we win the ball forward and hold the ball in, it creates a little bit of chaos for them. But they fall down under the pressure.
I thought that was what you did better today than Bentley, their forward pressure when they had the ball. it let them down, especially when they were running into the wind, because you don't get many chances into the wind. You've got to keep that ball up there. But anyway, that's a discussion for another day.
Yeah, sure.
Enjoy the win. Great win. It was a great game to watch. Good luck next week against Endeavour Hills.
Thanks, Coach. Thanks very much, man.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Get your GameFace on.